Welcome back to Trekking PA and Beyond. And we are on another road trip this weekend. Headed out to Shawnee State Park, camping there 2 nights. We're probably gonna hit at least 3 other state parks on this trip and a whole bunch of covered bridges. So there are 14 covered bridges in Bedford County. I've been to 1, and today we should get to 9 covered bridges and then possibly 2 more on the way home. We're currently at the Bowser Covered Bridge. It was built in 1890 and it is of the Burr Arch Truss design, which is that curved beam that you see along the side of the bridge. And it's a white covered bridge, obviously. This one is closed to traffic. It is 90 feet long, 12.5 feet wide. And it spans Bob's Creek. And that curved beam is the Burr Arch Truss. Let's see, oh yeah, we can get a good view of Bob's Creek. And I believe this is the bridge that replaced it for vehicular traffic. And this center beam, vertical beam, is the king post. Built in 1890. I can't remember if I said, but we are in Bedford County, Pennsylvania. All right, see you at the next bridge. And we've just arrived at the second covered bridge for today. This is the Snook's Covered Bridge. It was built in 1883. It is 82 feet long, 14 feet wide. And I have a car coming. This one is open to vehicular traffic. It is of the Burr Arch Truss design, and the unique name comes from Jacob Snook's. It's located where his home was. This one is spanning Dunning's Creek. And those curved beams you see along the side are the Burr Arch Truss design. No windows in this one. There is the king post, that vertical beam in the center, with the 2 beams diagonally on the side. Pretty setting. Let's see if I can get a side picture of this one. Maybe not. No. Let's try on the other side. There's bird's nest up there. Alrighty. Alright. Here's a good side view of the Snook's Covered Bridge. Alright, on to the next bridge. Alright. We are getting to drive over the Snook's Covered Bridge. Oh, I thought I'd share. On to the Dr. Kniseley Covered Bridge. We are at our third covered bridge for the day. This is the Dr. Kniseley Covered Bridge. It also spans Dunning's Creek. It's 80 feet in length, 12.5 feet wide, built in 1867. It is also the Burr Arch Truss design. Okay, I think the kiddos are out of view, so we're safe to continue filming. We are still at the Dr. Kniseley Covered Bridge, and I have this beautiful side view. It's interesting how the Burr Arch Truss on the side is on the outside is painted red. And we are on our way to the next covered bridge. See you there. And here we are at stop number 4, covered bridge number 4 for today. This is the Ryot Covered Bridge. The original bridge was lost to a fire in 2002. The bridge was rebuilt and reopened to traffic in 2004. The bridge takes its name from the nearby town of Ryot, Pennsylvania. It's another Burr Arch Truss design, and it also crosses Dunning's Creek. The bridge is 83.5 feet in length and 12 feet wide. I just drove across, but I'll walk across. So you're going to see that curved Burr Arch Truss, and in the center you have the vertical king post truss. There's Dunning's Creek. And let me see which side has a better view. Well, I think this is the first placard we're seeing. And that might be our best side view. I'll just take a look over here. Oh, this one might be better. I can get right between the wires. There we go. The Ryot Covered Bridge. You can tell this one's pretty new. We are at stop number 5, covered bridge number 5 for today. This is the Cuppett Covered Bridge, and this one is, they left it natural. It was built on land owned by William and Philip Cuppett. It's another burr arch truss design, and it has unusually low burr arch trusses. It also spans Dunnings Creek. The bridge is 60 feet long, and this one is closed to vehicles. Built in 1882, and it says it's 12 feet wide. We'll take a walk across. Let's see, Cuppett's Covered Bridge. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. I believe all of the bridges that we're visiting are on the National Register of Historic Places. Let's see how low those burr arch trusses are. And there's the king post, that vertical beam with the 2 diagonal beams. Beautiful view of Dunnings Creek. And I'm guessing that that concrete bridge is what replaced this one. Let me see if I can get a side view. Beautiful. I do love the natural wood. Just gives it an older feel. Alright. Get a quick picture of this. And we're at stop number 6, covered bridge number 6 for today. This is the Colvin Covered Bridge. It was built in 1880. It's multiple king post design, 66 feet long and 12.5 feet wide. So this is a different design. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Multiple king post. It says that the bridge has recently been refurbished. And it's resting on concrete abutments. And I have a car coming behind me, so I gotta quickly walk. We have another placard. So the Colvin Covered Bridge crosses Shawnee Creek, and it says it's a popular fishing place. Obviously open to vehicular traffic. of the oldest remaining covered bridges in Bedford County. And what's nice is this one is red. I think this was the first red one today. Alright, I'll see you at the next bridge. We are at our 7th stop, 7th covered bridge for today. The Turner's Covered Bridge. It's 89 feet long, 13 feet wide. It's of the Burr Arch Truss design. It spans the Raystown branch of the Juniata River. This one is open to vehicular traffic. Ooh, there's a nice high clearance on this one, 12 feet. Walk across. And again, the curved beam is the Burr Arch Truss. And the center beam that's vertical would be the King Post Truss with the diagonal beams on each side. Pretty flowers down there too. I think the view from the other side might be better. We'll catch you at the next bridge. We are at our 8th stop for the day, our 8th covered bridge, the Herline Covered Bridge. This one is a long one. It's 136 feet long, 9 feet wide. This one was built in 1902 and refurbished in 1997. It also crosses the Raystown branch of the Juniata River, and it's of the Burr Arch Truss design. And I'll take a walk across, make sure there's nobody coming. 136 feet. I think this is the longest one so far. Probably for the day. Those are some sturdy Burr Arch trusses. Wow. Looks like there's double beams on both sides of the king post. I guess you need that for a bridge that's 136 feet long. Let's see if we can get a side view. for this one. Oh, there we go. That might have to do. Oh, and we have some kids coming across, so we're going to pause this. All right, I think this is going to be the best side view we get. The Herline Covered Bridge. We are at our 9th stop of the day, 9th covered bridge. This is the Claycomb Covered Bridge, and this one is at the entrance to the old Bedford Village, which is a really cool archaeological site, I guess you would call it. They have, I don't know if they're replicas or originals of buildings from the 1800s. We're not going to go into the Bedford Village, but that would be a video all on its own.
Penguin soft serve.
Oh, husband just pointed out Penguin soft serve ice cream right across the street. Okay, so the Claycomb Covered Bridge was built in 1880. It's of the Burr Arch Truss design. Another long one. It's 126 feet, 14 feet wide. The bridge is county owned. It was built in 1880 in Reynoldsdale and was moved to its present location in 1975. The bridge has been reinforced with steel to support the bus traffic that frequents Old Bedford Village. The structure is unpainted, and the roof is constructed of cedar shakes. This might be our best side view. Let's see. And we'll take a walk across. Well, good morning, everyone. We camped our second night at Shawnee State Park. We're headed home today, but we're going to stop at 2 more Bedford County Covered Bridges. And we're at the first. This is Felten's Mill Covered Bridge. And unfortunately it's on private property. Felten's Mill Covered Bridge, as it stands today, was built in 1892 to replace an 1889 bridge that was destroyed in the 1889 flood. It's located on private land beside Felten's Mill. It crosses Brush Creek. You can barely see it down the creek there. It's downstream of Jackson's Mill Bridge, just south of Breezewood. The bridge is 100 feet long. It's not traversable. It is the Burr Arch Truss design, and it's 12.5 feet wide. There's our little glimpse of it. We're at our next stop. This is the Jackson's Mill Covered Bridge, and this is still Bedford County. The bridge is named for M.J. Jackson, owner of the nearby grist and sawmill, which is this building here. This bridge sits 300 yards downstream of its original location since the 1889 flood. It is of the Burr Arch Truss design, with a shallow gable roof and high exterior sides. It crosses Brush Creek, 3.5 miles south of Breezewood. The Jackson's Mill Bridge has been refurbished. It's in excellent condition, very picturesque setting, and it is traversable. It was built in 1875. It's 95 feet in length and 14.5 feet wide. This might be one of my favorites. Wow. Beautiful. So we did already drive across, but I'll take a walk across. I really like this one. What a beautiful setting. And you're going to see those curved beams. That's your burr arch truss. And the center vertical beam is your king post with the 2 diagonal beams on either side. I was a little disappointed with the last one, Felten's Mill, because it was on private property. And the information said you can get a good view of that one from the road, but the trees are now overgrown, so you really couldn't get a good view. This makes up for it. Just a beautiful, beautiful setting. Wow. Alright, we're going to go back across. Another quick glimpse of the stream. I'm guessing this little section at the end is because it was too short. It was moved from its original location, and I guess they needed more footage to span the creek. And I'm guessing that's why they added this on at the end. But it's cool. I really like it. Different. The Claycomb covered bridge had something similar. It was more like pony walls on either side. So I think at this point I've been to 12 of the 14 Bedford County Covered Bridges. There's only 2 more, but those 2 are much further south, almost on the Maryland border. So I'll hit those on another trip. Right now we're headed to Big Spring State Park.